Hey there, team. I just want to share a little bit with you about Los Angeles, or LA as we like to call it. I moved here about 3 years ago, full time, from gorgeous San Luis Obispo. Really, probably no better place in the world to live. And we were there for 10 years. But my other half is in the film industry, and so it became just very difficult for him to return home on a regular basis, just because his work schedule was crazy. And any of you film people out there understand that completely. So I moved here, I committed, sold my business, and moved down the hill. And when we think of Los Angeles, we think a lot of times about the things we don't want in an urban environment. Traffic, for one, pollution, rush schedules, just kind of the crazy of LA. And I have to tell you, when I first moved here, I didn't want to, I just didn't like to drive. In fact, normally when I would come down, when I was down here visiting on this end or staying on this end, I would just park my car and I'd be running on the beach in Redondo, Hermosa, walking in the parks, whatever. I literally was not driving, didn't want to drive. Because I just didn't want to deal with the traffic. But after being here for several years, not for several years, after being here for a while, I started to want to stop complaining, wanting to accept the fact that LA has a lot to offer, and really embrace LA. We had done some. I've been to LACMA. I've been to the Getty. I've been to the Getty Villa. I have well, those are great museums. We've done a lot. We have done a lot, and we've gotten out and been to some really cool restaurants and done some cool LA things. And learning to embrace those is just really important. But really, the reason I want to tell you this is, one, come on, be content with what's been given to you, where you're at, and be content in that moment, just for a better life for yourself. But two, in real estate, LA is huge. LA County is huge, and it's full of pockets, little pockets of sunshine, little pockets of, not so great, but there's pockets everywhere. And literally in almost every city in LA, there are pockets. From the most gorgeous parts of, say, Altadena, where the millionaires all move to, and there's just mansions and gorgeous. There's parts of Altadena that, you may not want to live in or be in. Same thing could be said for any place. If you name kind of the worst parts or what you think are the worst parts of LA, there's some amazing areas in there. So I just hope that from a real estate perspective, that I can just introduce you to some really cool parts of LA, share those with you. When you're looking, we've done this. We had a hard time trying to figure out where in LA to be, where made the most sense driving, where we just really wanted to be in. And it's not an easy decision. And I would say I know a lot of people in LA that have kind of bopped around and moved around because they discover a new part. So my territory comes basically from the Ventura County line along Highway 101, and I pretty much stay north of the 101 all the way down, actually over into Hollywood Hills, in the valley, through Burbank, Glendale, and then out into gorgeous Pasadena, Altadena, La Crescenta up in the hills up above 210, La Cañada, and then I go as far out as my office is in Arcadia, and I do a little bit around there. I've done some south. Actually, we're in escrow right now in Rosemead. So there's some great pockets that I cover, but that's a large territory. Just wanted to share that with you. I hope that if you pay attention to social media, you can see a little bit about all these little pockets of sunshine, great parts of LA that are worthy of your time and efforts and your experiences, and hope to share that with you. If you have any questions on LA, beautiful Los Angeles, you want to know more, please look me up, give me a call. I am happy to help you figure out what your little pocket is. Thanks. Have a great day.